It's fucking cold. I don't know if that's gonna help. Dudes and babes, welcome back. My name is Teo. I just want to talk about some of my thoughts on something. So I've noticed, over the last year or so, people, maybe even beyond that, people have noticed like short form content's ruining the platform, or I hate that, short form content. I'm actually freezing. Or I hate that short form content is, rotting your brain or whatever, giving you ADD and shit. And that's great. But I've noticed a different trend where we hit the slop era of 2024, where people just take general nonsense information and make like 30-minute videos, or people just cut up pieces of their VODs from their live stream and upload them as videos rather than the entire VOD. Or they would also upload the entire VOD with it, because obviously those still got tons of views. But one trend I've noticed in particular recently, the movie or the compilation, the marathon, the art of cramming all your old content together as one video and uploading it again. The first time I ever saw something like this, Spilling the Milk, which is a YouTube channel that like reacts to media, like TV shows and movies and stuff, and they give their own commentary. They give some pretty fun commentary. I'm not gonna hate on them for that. Having said all that, they end up, if they watch the entire series of something, they'll be like, I binged, Family Guy or something, or I binged Steven Universe. But one of the most atrocious ones I saw was we binged like The Amazing World of Gumball. It was like 12 hours long. Who's sitting there watching a 12-hour long thing? Another instance I saw was a Smosh video recently uploaded. No, it was an Anthony Padilla video. He does the day in the life with, and he takes like a YouTuber or some kind of actor or some genre of people. He does an interview with them and asks them questions and stuff, and they're pretty insightful, pretty well made. Then he uploaded like I spent a day with Smosh, and I was like, that's weird. But it was like a marathon. It was like 6 hours long, and I was sitting thinking, I was like, is that just all the old videos? And surely enough, it was just a bunch of the old videos just mashed together. So there's a bit of a trend of putting all your we've gone from short form content to slop content to uploading your VODs and pieces of your VODs as videos over and over, to drama baiting, which is still part of a thing, to just let me just get my old videos and re-upload them. Movies and TV in general, like cable has done this for a while, especially like if there's a new episode of a show coming out, they would just play all the episodes before so you can like watch all of them in sequence. Or they'll play all the Harry Potter movies in one sitting, like straight back to back to back, because it's a marathon, because maybe you don't have access to all the movies. You don't have the right streaming service. You don't have the DVD or whatever. So now you can watch all the movies in one sitting, and they're there for you. And that's cool. I think that's a good idea. Having said that, here on YouTube, you can look up all the old videos for free. So what is the benefit to the consumer? What is the benefit of putting it all into one space? There really is not one, to be quite honest with you. Because it's not like you're hunting. Because a lot of YouTubers make playlists of these kinds of things. Jacksepticeye also made a video like this, and it's called Happy Wheels the Movie. And I'm pretty sure it's just all his old Happy Wheels in one sitting. And he has a Happy Wheels playlist. Or there's one that exists out there if it wasn't directly made by him. And putting them all together, it really is just kind of a money play, to be honest. Like a money and nostalgia play in a weird way. I can't hate. I just think it's silly. I think it's lazy. I think that's the meta now. People think all this short form content was the meta. It turns out the long form content's the meta too. The art of the compilation and stuff is really one I've grown up with. I remember growing up, I would watch Game Grumps compilations, the Markiplier highlights, the Jacksepticeye highlights. I would watch these kind of videos like every month or so. They do the highlights of or like the Game Grumps did like the best of, and then this month, and I'd watch those, and it'd be like all the moments of Game Grumps that were like particularly funny or interest and stuff, and it would highlight them. But now it's just the entirety of the video. It's like if I gave you two options, right? You can have each individual CD per season of like The Office or something right now, like in hand, but they're all in individual boxes, or you can have the one single set for the same price. What's the difference? There really isn't much of a difference. It's almost exactly the same. Not to use The Office as a reference, but It's like that Pam meme. It's the same. It is the same picture. So it's quite literally just re-uploading old content, and and that's sad to me because, like I said, it's not like TV where some things, air in a marathon that are kind of exclusive in a way. Like if you don't have the movie in some way or some streaming service that has the movie. YouTube is that everything's free. You can go as far back as you want. Like I said, back in the day, the compilations were like, the highlights, or this, that, and the other. And then we had like Vine compilations, right? Like Vine compilations. That one made a little more sense, at least. It'd be like a 15-minute long video, but Vines are only 6 seconds long, so it'd be tons of Vines back to back to back. Then we had that weird era in like the 2020s, like the start of early 2020s, where it was like, I don't know, Markiplier moments that like butter my biscuit or some shit. 30 minutes and 27 seconds of like Slimesicle being goopy, or like weird ass titles like that. Those are like still compilations. Those are like highlights still, and I respect that more because they're usually fan-made things. Usually, like I'll watch like Steelers season highlights at the end of the year. I'll watch the season highlights because I'll watch the highlights. You got me fucked up if you think I'm gonna watch a video that's like 30 hours long or more, probably like 50 hours long, of all of the games back to back, no cuts. I'm not doing it. And I know what you're thinking. Well, someone's got to be doing it. Who's watching these videos? And the truth is, no one really is. I've come to realize that a lot of people love background noise and stuff while they're cleaning their house or whatever. They're cooking. I usually just listen to music. But some people like, having YouTube videos playing in the background or something. And I'm not talking like chef videos, like how to cook this thing. I'm talking like anything, just in the background. And these are the same people that have they put it like, oh, here's a 10-hour video. I'll put this on while I'm cleaning the house. And they'll like listen to it or something. I don't know. Like I genuinely don't know. It's more just ambient noise in the back. And I guess it's subconsciously to feel less alone. Like I'll sympathize, but I don't quite get it. Or is it empathize? I never really know the difference. I'll understand that idea, but I don't understand that idea. I don't know how else to put it. One of my friends has outed himself to me that he listens to ASMR while he goes to sleep, and I'm like, why would you tell me that? Like, why? Well, whatever. Fair enough. You're gonna listen to ASMR to go to sleep, fine. Whatever. He puts something on to go to sleep. That's like the whole like, oh, I need white noise to go to sleep kind of thing, which makes sense. But I've seen videos that are called like sleeping aid, and I'm not talking about like those fucking like Gregorian chants or whatever, right? And they have like the weird bowl thing and they're hitting tones. It kind of sounds like Minecraft music, but like volume alpha music. I'm talking like straight up just videos. They're just hours and hours of content, genuinely well-made content, I'd say, that's just been mashed together with a subtle change to it, maybe just so it's sleep aid. I saw something that was Game Grumps sleep aid, and it was literally just Game Grumps. I don't know, but now those people are capitalizing off the idea that you're playing their video, you're watching their video, giving them watch time, and you're not even fucking watching it. What a weird... So now people see that and they're like, oh, bet. So it doesn't really matter what I upload. As long as it's a long time, it'll do well. So now you got people packaging old content, slapping it together, slapping it on YouTube. It's hours long. People just put it on and sleep to it. I don't know. I think that is one of the most preposterous things ever. And listen, if you struggle with sleeping, I'm not trying to shit on you. I really am not. But if that's the solution, shit, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. And then I'll make all the bank. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. I don't know. It's crazy to me. I don't understand it. This is a rant. I didn't do any. I'm sure there's some science behind the idea of putting music on, putting a video on while you're doing stuff. I'm sure there is. So now we got all these long form videos that are just old videos compiled together, cutless, and uploaded. Although some of them are streamlined, I will say, but they're still hours and hours long. So now we have the short attention span of the short form content, and then we got the passive attention span with this hours and hours long content in the background. Where am I in that? I don't make videos much longer than like 20 minutes usually, or around there, but I don't make them less than like 5. I'm in the middle. Where am I feasting right now? I don't know. I'm different like that. Off the cuff rant. I don't know. It's freezing. Go get a sweater. Get me one too. Get me some hot chocolate. This is the first video of the year for me. Happy 2025. Go Steelers. They're gonna lose, but I have to pretend to have hope, at least a little bit. And if they win, there will be signs. Good luck and God bless, guys. Peace.